for this?
All right, people, welcome. It's a nice little Sunday, and it's another episode of Metal Drive Hoops, episode number 15. I am Drew, and joining us here as always is
Tony
and Mike.
But yeah, this is an interesting show because we do have some topics to talk about. It hasn't really been a crazy news heavy week for basketball. We got another month until the playoffs. So another 3 weeks until the playoffs start. But we do have some interesting things to talk about. We're currently live here on YouTube. For anyone that's watching, anyone wants to join in and chat away. But guys, I know you have some topics. Who wants to start?
Let Tony start.
Okay, cool. So, did y'all see that Grizzlies game?
You know the Spurs?
Yeah.
They beat a show.
What'd y'all think about that Dylan Harper dunk?
You mean Dylan Harper? Was it Castle?
I mean, my bad, Castle, yeah, where he just went up and just yammed it on him with one hand. Oh, my goodness.
Yammed it.
It was nasty, as Pop would say.
It was dope to watch.
Yeah, and then G.G. Jackson dunked on Wemby, and then Wemby came back on the other side and just looked dead right him in his eye and just said, I'm about to dunk this over you. And then he just one-handed it over him. That was a very, very good sequence. That just shows one of the things I wanted to point out. It just shows that we're not scared of the moment. And we have that guy leading us. And I think that, that just shows, backbone. Like you're just going to come up the next play and you're going to, make it your personal matter and take it in your own hands. So I just thought that play was amazing. And I thought, Castle had, some dunks. It was like a dunk contest out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know it's random, but I just kind of wanted to get y'all's take on those sequences.
Yeah, lately the Spurs are just dominant, especially on the road. I mean, because we'll talk about the game from yesterday. They just went in and just dominated from beginning, middle, end.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point where Milwaukee. I mean, we're talking about the Memphis game, but same with both games, where both teams try to make little runs, but to no avail. Like there was a point where I just looked away for maybe 2 minutes to do something, and the Spurs are already by double digits, already in the 20s. And this is just a really very cohesive, very well coached team. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I'm in awe by how well they're playing.
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. They're a cohesive unit. The chemistry is off the charts, and I hope that they take that momentum right into the playoffs. Basically, all players are doing their specific. They have committed to their specific roles, and they've found what they need to help this team continue its dominance. Everyone steps up and scores different games. Last game, everyone did great, and Wemby was the only one who struggled to score, to be honest. So you never know which players are going to step up, but more often than not, it seems like it's a Castle, Fox, and or Wemby stepping up when they're playing.
Yeah. And Keldon too. Keldon's been playing amazing. It's almost gotten to the point where you just look at a game and it's just man, it's going to be a blowout. That's how I'm looking at the Spurs now. It's not, if, it's just, when, when we play these teams like the Grizzlies. We played recently the Grizzlies, the Pacers. We've been playing a lot of these teams, and it's just been automatic wins, and they've just been blowouts. They literally just been blowouts. Sure. And yeah, we played the Pacers was a blowout. Heat was a blowout. Grizzlies was a blowout. Bucks was a blowout. Kings were a blowout. It's like it's just amazing. There's nothing bad to say. Like everything is going perfect. Like what is it's just and then we play the Bulls next, I believe so. And
wow.
I believe that's gonna be so
yeah. The team is clicking on all cylinders. Wemby is playing to his true potential. I mean, the whole team is playing to their full potential. You can't really ask for much, and all you can hope for is heading into the playoffs, knock on wood, that everything goes according to plan.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Wemby wants awards this year, so it looks like he's going to play the required amount of games. I think he's playing right just under a tick, under 29 minutes, about 29 minutes per game. There's a lot of analysts saying that he needs to play more in the playoffs, but I'm looking at it as if you're going to be efficient in school when you come in and be, the best defensive player in the NBA in a short amount of time without expending a lot of energy, then I'll go for that more so than burning yourself out. So.
No, you're right. Wemby wants it. Like he's not waiting. He's not waiting for it. He's going to take it.
Yeah.
And I like that attitude in him. I like the fact that he's not humble, because too many guys try to be humble. He wants it. Mm-hmm. And he wants it. He doesn't care who he has to go through to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got the same, Mike?
Yeah, I feel like the Spurs team is deep enough that they should be able to at least balance opposing squads in the playoffs when Wemby's on the bench, especially with Luke Cornett. It seems like Mitch's go-to when he benches Wemby is to bring Cornett out, so we always have a big guy.
Yeah.
And I like that, but I hope that we get to see more French vanilla as well.
Yeah.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Sorry, Tony.
Y'all see my boy Plumlee? Plumlee!
Mason Plumlee.
The Plumlee brothers. He finally got some run during these blowouts. I think he's a better reliable source than Bismack Biyombo, in my opinion.
Anyone's better than Bismack Biyombo. And also just a word for anyone watching. We have two different streams. We have landscape and vertical. You just got to go on the YouTube page and just go to the landscape portion. It's that easy. So just to kind of get the word out to people currently watching. But and I guess speaking of Wemby, since we're talking about awards, he is now climbed up to number 1 in MVP rankings officially. For a while, he was in the top 5, and then at one point he was number 3, and then he was number 2, and as of I believe it was this week, he's now number 1 in MVP voting, alongside SGA and Luka. It's going to be interesting to see how things end. He could very well be the youngest MVP winner since Derrick Rose. I don't know if he'll win. It all depends, because it sounds like it's really going to be a race between him and SGA. Not really a race, a battle. To see who's going to want it more. Obviously, Wemby's a lock for Defensive Player of the Year. There's no doubt about that. MVP is going to be interesting. That's going to be a war until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. You got it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he deserves MVP. I love Wemby, and he's been phenomenal and probably the best two-way player in the NBA, right up there with Kawhi Leonard. But I don't think he's on the same level offensively as any of the other MVP candidates. Although he can be, but he doesn't need to be because he has a supporting cast that's very helpful. But yeah, that's just I don't think he should win MVP. I think Keldon should win Sixth Man of the Year more than Wemby should win MVP. But like you said, he should be a lock in for Defensive Player of the Year.
And do you think it's going to come down to whoever gets the first seed that will be crowned the MVP, or because I honestly I think that's what's going to happen. I think if we get the first seed, I think he'll win MVP.
Yeah, didn't they wait till the end of the first round last year to give it to SGA?
Yeah.
They waited until they won that series. So it could depend on the first round like last year.
I don't think it matters personally about who has first or second seeding because they just announced the Spurs have already locked down the second seed. So I don't really think it matters who has first. I just think it matters who has the most impact. Like
it was just the timing was very suspicious because it was right after the round ended. Like they didn't want to give it to him unless he won that first round. Like maybe they'll have someone in mind, but they have to get through the first round to claim it, even though it's a regular season award.
And that's the annoying part about it. Like, let's just judge it off the regular season, and I feel like it's secretly kind of being judged in the postseason.
Right. I mean, for all we know, if all things go according to plan, the conference finals ends up being OKC and San Antonio, and they award MVP during that round.
Oh.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I'm picking us in a 7-game series against them. I'm picking us. If we match up with them, I think I got the Spurs in that series. But it remains to be seen.
Yeah, the playoffs is a different beast, but given off this season, the Spurs definitely have the advantage if they play to their strengths like they did during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Wemby loses the MVP, which sounds bad, but I hope he loses it, and that gives him the strength, and he'll challenge himself in the playoffs even more to get the Spurs to the finals and get that championship and get the finals MVP. I'd rather him get that.
This is true, man. This is true. We're going to see a lot, here in the coming weeks. We're going to finally get down to the playoff seeding. So we'll find out who we're going to be playing in the play-in tournament and all that fun stuff and who we're going to match up with. So I like our matchups for whoever we get in the 7th or 8th seed. Let them battle it out, the 9th and 10th seed. But I like our first round matchup regardless.
I like the matchup. Oh, you want to go, Drew?
Yeah, like the top 10 have already been decided because let's look at it. So Memphis, New Orleans, Dallas, and Utah and Sacramento have already been eliminated. Mm-hmm. So currently the top 10 are OKC, San Antonio, Lakers, Denver, Minnesota, Houston, Phoenix, the Clippers, the Trailblazers, and the Warriors. Obviously, it's all about who goes where because the Lakers, again, they're turning it on, later in the season. So I think the Lakers are going to stay at 3. Nuggets and Timberwolves might, go back and forth with those spots. Rockets might stay at 6. Phoenix will probably stay at 7. I can see Portland maybe going after that 8th seed, and then 9 and 10 going to the Clippers and the Warriors. So it's interesting. It's certainly going to be interesting. For obvious reasons, I want Phoenix in the first round because that seems easier. Portland could be an interesting matchup. Being able to kill the Golden State dynasty would be fun. It's a fun idea to think of. Or just beating the shit out of Kawhi Leonard in the first round.
I would love that one. But okay, I got a question for both of y'all. Okay, out of the Suns, Clippers, Blazers, Warriors, who is the least opponent you want to see, and who do you want to see? Who will be the easiest and who will be the hardest out of the Suns, Clippers, Blazers, and Warriors?
So for me, I want to see the Trailblazers. I feel like that would be the easiest, and I think the Suns would be the hardest.
No, I think they can beat the Suns.
I think they can beat the Suns, but guarding Devin Booker's isolation plays is not something the Spurs are specifically good at.
I think they can. I think they can do fine. I think Stefan Castle's going to want that assignment. He's going to want Devin Booker, so I think he can deal with them. Portland might be a little tricky, in my opinion. The Warriors are pretty much like they've been done for a while. It's just kind of like the final nail in the coffin. And the Clippers, the Clippers were playing good before they traded away James Harden. And now it's just Kawhi doing everything on his own. And yeah, Darius Garland is a very good player. But yeah, personally, for personal reasons, I'd want the Clippers so that way they can take care of Kawhi in the first round.
Okay. All right. So for me, I think the easiest matchup for us would be the Trailblazers, because I think that dude Denny Avdia, I think he's injured, if I'm not mistaken. So if he's injured, I think that'll be a little bit easier for us. And to be honest, man, I'm gonna go with Mike on this one. The Suns. I don't want to see the Suns because look, it's Dylan Brooks. Like, if Dylan Brooks is playing, he is an annoyance. He's a disruptor, and he knows how to guard Wemby to an extent. Like, he knows how to like wield them and move them out of the paint, and he's annoying. And then you got to worry about Devin Booker. So I would say that would probably be our toughest matchup. But I don't know what's going on with Dylan Brooks. I heard he got suspended, and I just haven't seen him on the court. So I don't know.
He got a DUI recently.
Oh. So is he going to be eligible for the playoffs? That's the question.
I don't know.
He's a menace on and off the court.
But real quick before we transition, no homo.
Why would that be no homo? I don't get why that's no homo.
Transitioning.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
All right. So nobody's talking about this though. But man, that first round is pretty much almost a lock, almost. Not really. But if the Nuggets and the Timberwolves play in the first round, what a first round matchup right there. 4 and 5 seed, but it could be the Rockets too. But if the Nuggets and the Timberwolves end up playing each other in the first round, that's actually good for us. So that means we have to see one less of those teams. So that's something to look out for. The Nuggets and Timberwolves first round at the 4 and 5 seed.
No, agreed. I mean, that seems like the matchup to watch.
Yeah.
Just for different reasons, because like Anthony Edwards and Jokic in the same round. It's like that's like must-see television.
Yeah.
The Lakers and the Rockets, Kevin Durant versus LeBron James one last time. And then possibly the Thunder versus the Clippers, or the Thunder versus the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
But just think of like this: like the Spurs somehow get to the finals, and look at what their possible matchups are. They got the Clippers in the first round. They got the Lakers in the second round. They got OKC in the conference finals. And it's just like these are all kind of like, I guess, the ghosts of Spurs Christmas past.
Wait, so what you're saying is we can possibly duck the Nuggets and the Timberwolves through this whole playoffs? Is that what you're saying?
That's the way it looks.
Whoa, we can duck those. Oh, that is crazy.
Unless the Lakers have like a monumental collapse heading into the playoffs.
Wait, so who's playing? Who would play as of right now? Who would play the Nuggets or the Timberwolves the second round?
So the Nuggets would be 4 and 5, and so they'd play the Thunder.
Oh, dang! Dang, that is crazy, man. We might, it is lined up like that. We could.
Didn't the Thunder beat the Nuggets in 7 last year?
Mm-hmm. The Thunder beat the Nuggets in 7 games last year.
Was it what's his name? Aaron Gordon got injured, right?
I believe so.
Hopefully they stay healthy. And the Timberwolves, because Timberwolves match up pretty well with the Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Go ahead.
I don't think they have enough to beat them, but if it actually goes off, yeah, they could at least challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the refs are going to be on SGA side.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're no longer on the Lakers side. They're on SGA side. Which is why I'm not taking too much stock into, the Lakers are playing better. It's like, and this happens every year where they have a good year and then they fucking lay an egg in the playoffs. So,
yeah.
It's like Luka's having a great year. It's like LeBron's taking a back seat. It's like, yeah, he should. They're still not winning. Because Austin Reeves, like everybody, like sucks his dick, and then he gets to the playoffs and he just forgets how to shoot.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, let's stop with the whole the Lakers are going to win. They're not going to win. Like, stop.
Yeah. Paul George ass.
And then fucking Shannon Sharp's dumbass like, oh, they're sleeping on the Lakers. It's like, yeah, we're gonna stay asleep.
This is true, man. This is true. When it comes down, Luka's gonna go off for like 40, 50. He's gonna have those games in the playoffs. But I mean, if we match up with them, freaking DeAndre Ayton, Wemby's gonna have his way with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he's going to be able to roam free because DeAndre Ayton can't knock down the three, and he has a mid-range game, but he's just not going to be able to. It's just a bad matchup for them in every angle. It's a bad matchup, and you got a 41-year-old third best player, and that's not good at all either. It's just our guards are just going to kill them. It's going to start off. With our guards, and then Wemby's is going to have his way. So, yeah, I don't see them doing anything if they match up with us. And I would love to see them. That's one matchup I want to see. Like, I really want to see the Lakers in any round. I'm not afraid of them at all.
I'm pretty sure Wemby would want LeBron in the second round.
Yeah.
Wemby's like, I want a chance to go after LeBron James in the playoffs. It's like, well, you might have your wish.
I think he'd rather go after Chet.
He wants to fucking son Trent. Chet, I mean.
That matchup is going to be so good if they meet in the conference finals. Oh, man.
It's going to be a matchup to watch.
He shuts Chet down every time he guards him.
Him. Yeah. Castle's going to want to go at SGA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this young Spurs team is full of guys just like they have a lot of confidence, and the one thing that's gonna deter anyone's like thought process on them is that they're young and they don't really have a lot of playoff experience. And yeah, it's like Wemby hasn't won a playoff series yet, but it's like, with all that confidence, you never know, because last year we said OKC's too young to win a championship, and look what happened. It's a different league. It's a much different league.
It's a young man's league now. All the young dudes are taking over. Like all these, KD's old, Steph's old, LeBron's old, Kawhi's old. Like it's the young man's league. They're just taking it over now, and we're seeing the fruits of that. With the emergence of, Luka, Anthony Edwards, and our squad, and SGA, and all those players. Like it's just. The past is the past. Like the superstars that were the once upon a time, they're like 36 and up now. So they only got like 3 or 4 more years, if even that. They're getting ready to pack it away. So.
It's the passing of the torch.
That would be crazy if we get the Warriors, we beat them, and then we beat the Lakers. He beat Steph and LeBron.
He retired him. Wemby retired Curry and LeBron. I don't know. I just want to see Bronny get dunked on. I want to see him getting yammed on.
He's not even going to play.
If he does, I just want to see him get yammed on.
Yeah.
They would have to be up like 30 points for him to play.
Yeah, I still want to see him get yammed on.
By Carter Bryant.
Yes, exactly. Carter Bryant, Mason Plumlee. Fucking Bronny's bitch ass.
No. So yeah, y'all got any more topics?
I got one. That's kind of, I guess, goes with the talk about expansion. So Seattle's getting a team back. More than likely, it's the Sonics. OKC never used the Sonics, trademark or anything. So once Seattle does come back, Seattle can have the Supersonics logo and everything back. So Las Vegas is going to have a team, which makes sense because they're basically the entertainment capital of the world. And they already have the Raiders. They have the Golden Knights. I think they don't have a Major League Baseball team just yet. So yeah, them having an NBA team makes sense. Here are teams in the U.S., and this isn't a full list, but teams that don't have a NBA team just yet. San Diego, which San Diego used to have an NBA team. I believe they have the Rockets. I'm surprised they don't have a team. I'm still surprised that the Clippers are in LA still. And that makes to me, it's just like, why not just move it? Move to San Diego. Be the San Diego Clippers. Like, fuck it.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe because the Clippers were trash for so long that nobody wanted them.
I don't know. It just seems weird that they now have this big ass arena, which I think is like the most expensive arena in sports right now. So it's just like, I don't know. Just San Diego, from what I heard, is a pretty nice city. And it's, again, another thing with LA needs 2 sports teams because now they have the Lakers and the Clippers. They have the Chargers and the Rams. And it's like, why do you need 2 sports teams? That makes no sense.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think we should stay out of California. I think there's other cities that are starving for an NBA team. LA, California just in general, they just have a lot of teams. They even have the Sacramento Kings that never won anything there randomly.
They need to get that fucking team out. I'm sorry. The Kings suck. The Kings have sucked for years. I know. Like small market teams help, but it's like small markets that have like some kind of like style to it. Like Sacramento. What's interesting about Sacramento?
Nothing.
And like any like listeners, viewers that are from Sacramento, I don't mean any disrespect, but it's like if anyone could comment down below or leave a comment on the replay on the YouTube page, it's like, what is special about Sacramento?
Or DeRozan.
You guys won a championship in the 40s when you were the Rochester Royals. Ever since then, you guys have sucked. You peaked in the early to mid 2000s, and that's it. Why are you guys a team? Why do the Kings have a team? I don't get it.
Oh my! These are the facts. These are the facts.
Again, but like Tony said, there's too many teams in California, so let's get the fuck out of California. Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Florida.
That would give Florida 3 teams.
Yeah, let's focus on states that don't really have teams.
Yeah.
St. Louis.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the St. Louis Hawks, which they won a championship like, back in the 50s, but surprised they don't have a sports team. I mean, they have the St. Louis Rams. Now the Rams are in LA.
They have a hockey team.
They do. St. Louis Cardinals and MLB. Why not an NBA team?
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Ooh. I think that's one of those teams that I'm not sure if they will have the fan base to want to support that team. Maybe I could be wrong.
I mean, Jayhawks, the NCAA team, Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals. I mean, I don't know, why not?
Do you think they'll be paying second fiddle to the college team? The Kansas Jayhawks?
I don't know. I mean, again, it's just, we're talking about small market teams, and Kansas City is they've had a revitalization as being a good sports town.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. It's one of those things of like, why not?
Oh, why not Mexico City?
I mean, is Mexico really known for basketball? That's the thing.
There's been a few Spurs games that they had there, and they had a pretty good amount of people show up.
True.
I mean, we already have teams in Canada, so.
Yeah. Toronto. I mean, they had Vancouver.
What was it? The Vancouver Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies.
Yeah. Why not bring back Vancouver?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't mind Vancouver. I think in Canada, I don't mind them having another team.
Right. Louisville or Louisville. Again, another college market, because Louisville, Kentucky. So why not? Let's see. I mean, they already have the Charlotte Hornets in North Carolina. What about South Carolina?
That would be kind of an unexplored market because I know they have the Carolina Panthers, the football team. I'm not sure. The South Carolina Gamecocks. I think that's the only South Carolina team I know.
I used to have a hat from the University of South Carolina, and the back read "Go Cox."
That's wild.
So, RJ the Brooklyn Savage is actually from South Carolina. So shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that certainly would be interesting.
Okay.
Let's see, what are some other good teams? I mean, there's talk about the Grizzlies if they move out east, that they'll move to Nashville if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Which that'd be pretty interesting. Let's see. I was going to say Pittsburgh.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I was going to say Pittsburgh.
I can see that.
Yeah.
They're big football fans here.
Oh, you live out in Pittsburgh, Mike, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's weird. Pittsburgh is like a big sports city. They have football, they have baseball, they have hockey. Why not? Let me ask you this, Mike, since you live out in Pittsburgh, is there like a big demand? Has there ever been like talk about wanting a basketball team?
No.
Okay.
They got so many sports teams, like they're already spoiled. I feel like any city that has 3 sports teams already is probably good.
Well, I mean, all Pennsylvania really just has is, Philadelphia.
Yeah. But we're actually closer to the Cavs, I think, in Pittsburgh. I get the Cavs games here, unfortunately.
I don't think they're going to go far in the playoffs. I just don't think the backcourt of Donovan and Harden will be able to move the needle. But I do like, Mitchell, D. Mitch. But I know we're on topic. D. Mitch Claus, yeah.
Well, he did pretty good last playoffs. I think he just didn't have very much help.
Yeah.
I know Texas already has like too many sports teams, but I was gonna say Austin. What about an Austin basketball team?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no on that one.
No.
Okay.
I'd say El Paso before Austin.
Oh wow,
that's interesting.
Wow, hot take.
Hold up. Did someone say hot take? You got to know when you're doing a hot take, just so that way I can have my finger on the button.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it as far as like teams that could benefit from having another NBA team. Unless there's some cities I'm blanking on. Unless there's anything else you guys want to
add? I did want to give a shout out to Mitch Johnson, because last game he had a great call on a goaltending by Wemby that was actually a good block, and he took Castle out of the game late in the game when he was 1 rebound from a triple-double. He put Castle back in the game for like 15, 20 seconds just so he could get that rebound. So shout out to Mitch, because Pop would have never done that.
Man, I was actually the show before. I actually gave my flowers to Mitch. I have him as my coach of the year this year. I doubted him last year. When we're at, when I would come to your house, Mike, we see this dude coach. We're like, we don't think he's it. I don't think this dude's it. But man, sure did he change our mind this year. Man, he's been all of that and then some. He has shown that he can do adjustments game to game and even in-game adjustments. Like he's, able to, switch defenses up, and our offensive creativity is really, really good now. We're doing a lot of like ball slips, handoffs, touch passes, like the creativity with all of our players in this offense, it's just like it's a genius mastermind. So I'm gonna give my flowers to Mitch. I was wrong about him. And I think he just needed a full year with the squad and to be able to set everybody in their roles. And he hasn't disappointed.
He's proven a worthy successor to Pop. He allows players a little bit. One advantage he has over Pop is that he allows players to really let loose, whereas Pop would, was very like old school. He was very old school, and and at sometimes stubborn and set in his own ways. Which won the City 5 championships. I'm not complaining, but there are times when it's just like Pop, just let loose, just chill. Let the guys play every now and then. But it's a new league, new coaches. I'm glad coaching is finally coming back. Because for a while, it's like the coach just felt like, oh, we need somebody to just stand there and look pretty. Now, the NBA actually has coaching. They actually have coaches that are coaching players, and not the other way around.
And we're having an influx on young coaches. Let's get even more specifically. Young coaches, Mazzulla, Ime Udoka, Mitch Johnson, and others. That's what I want to see. I want to see people. And Mitch Johnson is only like 3 years older than us. I think he's like 39. He's 39 years old. He was in the same draft class as Stephon Curry. And that's crazy. But obviously, he was 6'1", and he didn't really have that great of athleticism. Mitch Johnson, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So he spent a lot of time overseas. And then he just decided, I think I got to go to coaching because I just don't have the talent for it. So, yeah, I'm liking the influx in young coaches.
Yeah, and he seems to be more focused on defense, which I really like. He's helping the Spurs be better structurally on the defensive end while allowing them freedom to, do what they want on the offensive end. As long as they're moving the ball, as long as they're passing it, as long as they're setting stuff up, If he sees something he doesn't like, he calls a timeout. But it seems like he's more focused defensively, which is going to be a critical, especially going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that sounds weird, but he knows when to call a timeout now. Like when he sees like us kind of like struggling. I mean, there was a possession. I think there was a game. It was either when it was the last. It wasn't the Bucks. It was the game before that one that we played. It was
Memphis.
Yeah, it was the Grizzlies. Mm-hmm. It was like we're up by like 15, I think, or like almost 20. But like we came down like 3 or 4 possessions, and we weren't, we were missing shots. And we're about to go into another play, and he just calls a timeout. I'm like, okay, he's kind of gotten a grasp on when to call those timeouts where he needs to set up a play and stuff like that. So I think that's really shows his maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Most definitely, he's going to be the coach of the future for this team for the time being. But.
Yeah. I got him as coach of the year this year.
No.
I don't think he'll win.
No, he's not going to win.
Who y'all got? Win.
Yeah, I always forget his name, but the Pistons coach. I think
Jamie Bickerstaff.
Yeah, Bickerstaff. I think he's going to win.
Okay.
I personally would go for Joe Mazzulla.
That is impressive with Jaylen Brown carrying him. Everybody counted them out, so I can see that.
Yeah, and then he just got Jason Tatum back. So
yeah, now that they have their stars, they actually can make noise in the playoffs.
Well, we'll let the East handle that. We'll let the Pistons and the New York Knicks and the Celtics battle each other out.
And the Hornets.
Well, Detroit, I mean, they lost Cade Cunningham.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, collapsed lung, which there's no timetable for that, so it sucks. I feel bad for the guy because he's had a great year, and Detroit's had a great year. So I mean, hopefully he can come back by the time the playoffs start, because I like the guy. I'm a fan of his. So, but it does suck. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for Detroit too.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're talking about how him missing time, he's not going to be eligible for awards.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a big, stink about him not reading that 60 game threshold or whatever. And then he be missing out on some money or Supermax or something like that. So they're like, oh yeah, we think we should change the rule. I'm like, nah, I think it's still good having that 60 game rule. And we did it for a reason. We did it for people like Kawhi Leonard, Zion Williamson of the world, the Joel Embiids of the world, those dudes right there that don't play. And that rule was there for that. Now we want to go back and renege and be like, oh, no, it doesn't matter how many games they play. Yes, it does. It matters. It matters. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate that it happened to Cage in that way, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And he already got a max contract. So, I mean, he's going to be double dipping, but that's just my take on it. I think we still need that 60 game rule to encourage people to play.
Yeah. I mean, he's not hurting for money. He'll be fine. But keep that 60 game rule, because it, sometimes, like you just said, it's weird. Like the younger generation of players seems like they are more motivated to win and play. Whereas, the former generation, they're all about, oh, I don't feel like playing tonight. It's a back-to-back. I'm tired. So, and people want to blame the Spurs, and it's like the Spurs did it for meticulous reasons. Mm-hmm. They're all about, hey, we're on a back-to-back, and so we're going to rest our aging stars. We're going to rest Tim Duncan, who's, mid-30s. We're going to rest, Manu, who's close to 40, as opposed to a young player who's not even 30. That's like, I don't feel like playing because, I got a stomach ache or whatever. But
so. No, you're right, man. You're right. We did it for the right reasons. It wasn't to just, to a superstar, cater to a superstar's demands. It was more of the longevity of Tim Duncan's career, Tony Parker's career, Ginobili's career, Kawhi Leonard's career. But then Kawhi Leonard took that and then he used it to his advantage and manipulated the situation. And that kind of, ruined the whole stigma of, resting players. There's some people that, used it, for what it is. And then some people abused it for what it is. And Kawhi Leonard was one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. 100%. All right. Do you guys have any other topics?
I think it would be great if the Spurs could find a way to catch OKC in the first spot. I don't think they need the first seed, but I think it would make things easier. I'll just say that.
Well,
yeah.
Well, quick, I don't want to say. Well, if Drew is saying that we can duck the Nuggets and the Timberwolves hypothetically, I think I kind of like that second seed. If that's the case, if we can duck, if we don't have to see one of those people in the second round, I'm fine with the second seed. Yeah, let's stay there.
I mean, at this point, it's like the Spurs have home court advantage, depending on the situation. Like the first two rounds, they have home court advantage. If they get to the conference finals, obviously they're going to be playing OKC unless there's a monumental collapse, unless SGA has like, I don't know, MRSA or whatever the fuck. They're still going to play, away in OKC. And if they get to the finals, they're going to have home court advantage regardless of who they face. So, but yeah, regardless, the top two seeds in the East, which are the top two seeds in the league in general, they have home court advantage. But I can't wait. I want the playoffs to get here already. We got 3 weeks for the shit.
Yep. And I'm looking at the schedule right now, I believe
The only tough team the Spurs have is the Nuggets, I think. Left.
Yep. Next Saturday.
Well, all right. So tomorrow they have the Bulls, which that's going to be a Peacock game for some reason. So that should be a win. They got the Warriors on Wednesday and the Clippers on Thursday. So it's back-to-back California games. Warriors should be a win. Clippers could go either way. The Nuggets are on April 4th. They're in Denver, so that should be a tough game.
They're gonna blow out those LA teams.
I mean, you never know. Back-to-backs can be tricky. They got the Sixers on April the 6th at home, so that should be a win. They got the Blazers at home. That should be a win. The Mavericks, easy win. Nuggets are the last game of the season, April the 12th. So that's I mean, depending on if they're resting players or not. So.
I'm calling it. I'm Wemby sitting out one of those games. One of those Nuggets games. Yeah, he's sitting out one of those games. Go ahead, Mike.
Probably the Nuggets game.
Yeah.
Probably the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Well, it depends if that game affects first and second seeding. I don't know if Mitch cares about getting the first seed or not.
I don't think it matters. I personally don't care about one or... I mean, obviously I care about seeding, but at this point, they've already locked down the top 2 seeds.
Yeah, but the difference between the first and second seed is like completely different teams, completely different playoffs, basically. So it's definitely important.
It's important, but it's like at this point, it's like I'm fine with them being second. I really don't care if they're number 1. You know, they've already secured their spots. They've already secured the bag, so to speak. So I think they'll be fine, personally.
Yeah.
I think us getting the number 1 seed would just be more of an accomplishment, if anything. Like, just to be like, hey, we were one of the worst teams in the league last year, and then we, number 1 seed this year. I think it would be more something like that. But as Drew was saying, it really doesn't matter if we get it or not. But if it's playing out the way you're playing it, man, I think we should just go ahead and just pack it up and stay in the second seed. So, Wemby, you can win MVP next year.
It might not be up to us. It might not be up to the Spurs. It might be up to the Thunder, like how good they do in this last stretch of games.
Well, let's look at. Well, now you got me curious. Let me look at OKC.
The Spurs can win all of their games left. Probably lose 1 or 2 of the remaining games realistically if they're playing everyone.
All right. Yeah. So all right. So the Thunder are playing the Knicks today.
Yeah, going for the Knicks.
I wonder. Oh, what channel is that on? That's on Peacock. All right. So if you have the cock, you can watch that game. Hold on.
I might actually watch that. If it's close at the end, I might watch it.
Where was I at? Okay, yeah. Tomorrow they have the Pistons. Thursday, April the 2nd, they got the Lakers. Prime time game.
Damn.
And then they got the Jazz. They got the Lakers again on April 7th. They got the Clippers on April 8th. They got the Nuggets on April 10th, and then they have the Suns in their last game of the season.
Ooh, man, they got a tough schedule. Tough schedule.
If the Lakers lose both those games, they could drop. Also,
very true.
And the Lakers aren't well matched up with the Thunder or the Spurs.
No. Not even a little bit.
It'll be interesting to see how this ends.
Yeah,
especially for the 3rd to 6th.
Yeah, these next 3 weeks are going to feel like an eternity.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 3 weeks. Or I guess technically 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, 2.5.
Since that last week, they're going to do the play-in tournament. And then, obviously, we get to the playoffs. So, and then the weekend of the playoffs is going to be the same weekend as WrestleMania, so it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy for me.
Oh yeah, you about to have all your chats, your podcasts up and rolling. You about to be, I'm gonna be tuning in. I'm gonna be on a Wednesday, checking in with y'all, tapping in.
A pipe layer 81. Hey, what do you guys think of Logan Paul? It's like, we're not talking about Logan Paul. We will eventually.
I actually want to hear y'all's take on him, though. I really do.
We will eventually answer that question, just when it's appropriate to answer the question.
All right. I'll leave it alone. Anybody got anything else? Are we good?
I think I'm good. What you, Mike?
One last thing. From what I've heard, the sixth man of the year is between Keldon Johnson and what's that dude's name from Miami? Jamie West?
Watkins?
Yeah, that dude. It seems like it's between them two for a sixth man of the year, from what I'm seeing.
I don't know. After that game from last week, it kind of seems like that was a statement game, and Keldon won. So I think Keldon's winning sixth man of the year. Not personal bias aside, I think he's winning.
I hope so. He deserves it.
A lot.
Imagine that. And the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the sixth man of the year on one team.
It's sick.
He was on the Spurs for like 7 years while they were bad. I think he deserves something.
Yeah. I have one question before we get off. Do y'all think Steph Castle will make an all NBA team?
This year, no.
No.
Fox, do you think Fox will?
No.
He made All-Star.
Fox could be third.
Maybe third.
But I don't think he will.
Say I'll give him third, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It'll only be Wemby. Yeah, I think
Wemby's gonna be first. I can see Castle maybe making a defensive team.
Oh, he's definitely making defensive team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Harper's obviously gonna make rookie team. I think he'll make second. I don't think he'll make first.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know. You know how the NBA is. Because they're gonna look at it as like, oh, he comes off the bench. That's the way they're gonna look at it. Like, obviously, it's gonna be Cooper. It's gonna be Coop. It's gonna be Con Canoopel, VJ Edgecombe. Who are some other good rookies this year?
Queen.
Derek Queen.
He's probably gonna be second. If there
I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Spurs jersey. That dude's good.
Yeah, Tim Duncan likes him.
Yeah, he texted Antonio Daniels during a game and said that Queen guy's really good. I don't know. Like I wouldn't mind if Harper. I mean, obviously, I would love if Harper was like all first team rookie. I just don't think they'll give it to him based on the fact that he comes off the bench.
He is more than capable of doing it, though. He's just not getting the time of day. Go ahead, Mike.
I think he'll be first team rookie. I don't think there's a better point guard rookie in the NBA.
Yeah, I can't really think of too many other rookies in this league. But I guess lastly, since we're talking about rookies, between Con Canoopel and Cooper Flagg, who's your rookie of the year?
Con.
All right.
Damn, man, they both would go to Duke, man.
Duke.
Dang, that's crazy because I thought Coop was a lock.
I mean, he's still great. He's still really, really good. But Con is just like, that guy is like lights out.
Yeah, he doesn't miss a dang 3-point.
He's pretty much, I don't want to say carrying, but like he is pretty much the guy in Charlotte.
I didn't know he was gonna be that good. I'm undecided on that right now. I'm undecided. I want to say Coop.
I think Coop's gonna win. Yeah.
No.
It's basically one of those things of just like he gets more minutes and he's kind of. I think in these next coming years, they're gonna build around him in Dallas. If they get some good enough players around him, you know, that Dallas team's gonna be a team to watch. And he's probably gonna be one of the faces of the league. So Charlotte, it's weird. They kind of already had a head start because they didn't start that great this year, and now all of a sudden they're having a great like end of the season, which could lead to them possibly being like a 7th or 6th seed. They could possibly jump into the 6th seed in the East.
If not, they'll pull a Miami and go to the finals off the play-in.
I don't see that happening. No, I don't see that happening personally. But then again, it's a different league.
When do you ever see that happening? That's wild that they did that.
That'd be interesting. It's like the Charlotte Hornets are in the NBA Finals. It's like what in the actual fuck?
Yeah,
they got a good complete team though. To be honest, when they're healthy, the injuries is their biggest enemy.
I don't know. It like back in the day, like the easiest answer would have been like, oh, give them a few years and they'll get there. It's like they look like they're already getting there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they probably would have said the same thing about the Spurs. Now it's like, oh, give them a few years, and Wemby's like, no, I'm here now.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no more waiting. Like he's here to stay. This was his year, and he broke through, and he's here to stay. He's not going anywhere.
Statement year.
Yep.
But that seems like a good way to end the show. Thank you to everybody who listened, who watched. Again, we're on vertical and landscape, so there's 2 different streams on the YouTube channel. So just go to the YouTube channel, just look for the landscape portion. But and you know, Tony knows this, Mike. I think Tony might have told you. So I made separate channels for all the shows. So I made a separate channel for this show. The only thing is, and I didn't even know this was a thing on YouTube, you're not allowed to use your phone number more than once per year or more than twice per year for other channels. So I got to wait until next year to be able to assign my phone number to this and another channel to be able to stream live on that channel. So we're still streaming live. We're on the experience channel. So basically what I'm going to do after we're done recording is I'm just going to download this video. I'm going to download the stream and then just upload it to the Metal Drive Hoops YouTube channel. So it's no biggie. It's just we can't stream live. We can't stream live on there just yet. We got to wait a year, which I mean, I could maybe use another phone number, but that just seems like a hassle. But yeah, this will be on the Metal Drive Hoops YouTube channel. So we'll just be streaming these shows until we can, I guess, have permission to stream on the YouTube channel. But anyways, people, we're done. We'll see y'all next week. And as we always say, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go.
All right. See y'all guys next time.